Hi everyone, so here we have a lovely wintry set I just did. I just can't get my words out today. Sorry, mine went totally blank. Okay, so my client needed a new set, so I filed off the previous set, buffed off any remaining that was on the nail, and then I'm coming in with my CJP Cherry Blossom. I've got a decent sized bead. I removed a nice amount of the liquid from the back of that bead, and then using my brush to gently blend it back, and then I'm going to use the point of my brush, so wipe it out and then get it into a nice point, and then use that to sculpt that free edge, so to really shape it how I want it. So I do this kind of like aiming for a V and then just round that point, making sure that as you're shaping it you're not pulling it further and further down the nail. So you want to make sure that the centre point of that free edge is quite close to the lady's natural free edge, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to add a second bead there. I only took a tiny bit of liquid out of the back of this bead. Placing along that cuticle line and then blending forward. My room was extremely cold while doing these, which is why the acrylic is taking forever to set. And then I'm going to cap that nail in crystal glass. Now, the reason I cap in crystal glass or negligee, a nice transparent colour, is because if you cap and create the entire nail bed in your cover pink, sometimes it can just look a bit like a mannequin's kind of nails, a bit too fake. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the pinky. You'll notice in the side here, this is going to be another screen popping up in a minute, because a lot of people ask about my pickup, so I thought it would be useful to do a second screen so that you can see how I work picking up my powders and glitters and stuff. So I've started off creating a thin clear base as the tip. Not too worried about shape or anything like that, doesn't need to be perfect, just want to get a nice consistency in that base. And then coming in with that cover pink near the cuticle area, and then blending down. Then using a small bead of clear acrylic into my glitter, and then placing that on the tip and blending up. And this is the Snowman glitter from the Christmas mixes. Any little gaps there, just using my wet brush to pick up a few extra bits of glitter rather than another bead of clear acrylic. I'm going to cap that entire nail in crystal glass. So starting with that cuticle area, and then just pat, tap and pulling it down nice and gently, because we've done a fresh set today, so we don't want to be dragging that glitter straight off after placing it on the nail, but making sure it all goes nice and matte so that we know it's all encapsulated. And that middle finger once again, starting with a nice dry bead, creating that clear tip. Then once again, starting with that cover pink and the cuticle area. Blending that down. And I'm now coming in with the Christmas Superfine in Sleigh Bells, which is a lovely silvery iridescent shimmery colour. Starting at the tip and then just blending that up, and then using my wet brush to pick up some of these little snowmen, and these are in blue snow, this colour. Did not want to be picked up at this point. I find they're sometimes easier to pick up off the kitchen towel than straight from the lid. And then just using my wet brush just to get a few bits of that snowman glitter, just to add a little extra in there. So I'm just adding a few bits here and there. I'm going to cap that entire nail in crystal glass. Nice and gently, because I don't want to smudge or move anything I've placed in there. Still a little cold in my room, so that little finger wasn't quite ready to pinch yet. Now coming in once again, that nice dry bead, creating that tip. And coming in with my cover pink from that cuticle area and blending down. And then I'm going to do just some acrylic gliding, so dabbing in to different colours. This is Blue Jeans from CJP. Keeping it nice and wet, so almost painting it on, and then a little bit of Snow White. And then using my wet brush, just picking up a bit of that Sleigh Bells glitter and popping that through as well. And then just a little bit of that snowman glitter. And then I'm going to cap that entire nail in crystal glass. I'm going to go back to that ring finger, quickly pop my pinching tool on my little finger because that should be set by now, I'm going to go back to my ring finger and I'm going to file in that smile line, so making sure I'm pushing against that acrylic, not down onto the form or the nail, pushing against that acrylic. And creating that nice crisp smile line. Dust away any excess there. And then I'm going to come in with Snow White as a base. So placing it on the tip and then blending up. Getting it right up into those wings. Pushing right up against that colour pink. And then just using a very small bead of clear acrylic, picking up a bit about Snowman glitter, and then blending from one corner across. And then I'm going to cap that entire nail in crystal glass. So again, coming up to the point of the smile line and then pushing it right up into the wings, making sure that everything's encapsulated. Don't worry if you get a bit of a bump over the cover pink, because you'll be filing that all in. And then when they're all set, I'm going to file those into shape. So we've moved the forms. Do side wall, and then create that shape, getting around that free edge. Gently around that cuticle area. And then down the body of the nail. And then when they're all filed into shape, dust removed, I'm then going to apply my LED top gloss. And when I finish, these will go in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Any questions, comments or requests, just pop it below. Thanks for tuning in. Bye!